Is it written somewhere that we owe a massive debt to the hockey gods? Well, we've never won the cup yet, so I'm trying to wonder how the heck we could owe a debt to the hockey gods. How do you explain our dreadful record versus the Oilers as of late? It's just their turn, I guess. Our turn will come back to us once again one day. Preds lose 6. That's the first time this season I've had to use two hands. 6-1 to the Edmonton Oilers Tuesday night inside Bridgestone Arena. In a game that you hope the Preds would have had a better fate in because they outshot the Oilers 43-30 for the game as a whole. Nope. We're forgetting who plays for the Edmonton Oilers. The combination of the big three of Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Zach Hyman proceeded to combine for 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points in this rout. First time since the 2023 NHL trade deadline, Mattias Ekholm returns home to play inside Bridgestone Arena, but this time, alas, it's wearing an Edmonton Oilers uniform. Preds don't want the same outcome that they've had previous to this game, because coming into this game, the Preds had a 1-7-1 record in their last 9 versus the Oilers, and at first, flow was going pretty well. Teams are exchanging chances. The Preds with the slight edge in shots. Oilers would earn the first power play of the game, and during that stoppage for the first whistle, because it went a while without a whistle, the Preds finally got to have their tribute video played for Mattias Ekholm. It was very nice. I think it was one of the best ones done since Shea Weber came back with the Habs. But unfortunately, it did nothing to hamper the energy that the Oilers had, because they seemed to play inspired, because they went out there, they set up, and they do what the Oilers do against the Preds as of late. And eventually, Draisaitl gets the party started for the Oilers on the power play before it concludes, and it's 1-0 Oilers. Preds would then be able to match the Oilers and get a power play of their own. They don't convert. They don't do what we've wanted them to do as of late, which is what they're good at. It's score on a delayed penalty before they get the full-fledged power play. Well, they do neither, and time expires and the Oilers kill it off. And guess what the Oilers do? About 7 minutes left to go in the first period. Now it's Zach Hyman adding to the party for the Oilers, and it's 2-0. The Oilers don't stop there, and if you weren't watching before this game, the Oilers started the season with 2 bad losses to the Vancouver Canucks, where they lost 8-2 and 5-3 respectively. So you knew, with no wins to count for the third time of the season in number of games, that they were going to be desperate in this one. And about 3 minutes after Hyman scored, oh look, Warren Foegele in the Preds zone is able to set up Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and now it's 3-0 Oilers. Come on, guys, wake up. If you thought the carnage would end there after the first period with the Oilers getting a 3-0 lead, you'd be wrong, because a minute after, Nugent-Hopkins added the 3-0 goal. Oh look, it's number 97, their captain, who says, I want a piece of that action, and he pots a goal to make it 4-0 Oilers over the Preds, and a rout is on as we reach the first intermission. Start the second period. To nobody's surprise, really, Coach Andrew Burnett gives UC Saros the mercy pull, and Kevin Lankinen is put into the Preds net for the rest of the game. And really, when you look at the Preds' schedule to start the season, they don't have any back-to-backs for a while. And typically, the backup goalie plays in the second half of a back-to-back because you don't want to exhaust your starter. So, in essence, this is really a start for Lankinen, since he will play the majority of the game. You can just hope that UC Saros rests up with the 1 period played and comes fired up along with the rest of his teammates on Thursday when they go to Madison Square Garden, but we'll get to that game on Thursday. As for the game, barely a minute into the second period, the Oilers are called for a penalty. And would you look at that, it's Connor McDavid for high sticking, arguably the Oilers' best player. Yeah, Leon Draisaitl is right up there, but basically it's 1A Connor McDavid, 1B Leon Draisaitl. arguably the Oilers' best player when it comes to power play time, even strength, or penalty kill. So you're thinking, if the Preds can't score here with McDavid off the ice for a full 2 minutes, the Preds might not score a single goal in 3 matchups this season against the Oilers. But fortunately, the Preds are able to set up. Oh, and look, they're able to get 1 goal past Jack Campbell, and the Preds' Tommy Novak chips into the lead. Preds have a little bit of life for a moment. 4-1 Oilers. Shortly after that, the Preds have a little bit of life. The Bridgestone faithful are fired up, and the Preds get another power play. And the Preds come oh so close to chipping away and making it 4-2, but Ryan O'Reilly hits one off the goalpost. Just over 6 minutes into the second period, though, oh look, the Preds go back to what hurt them in the first period. Phil Forsberg takes a stupid slashing penalty, and barely a minute later, Leon Draisaitl makes him and the rest of the Preds roster pay, gets his second of the game, making it 5-1 Oilers. About halfway through the middle frame, the refs miss a clear delay of game on the Oilers, but the Preds are down 5-1. You know they have to earn the respect of the refs to get the calls, to get them back into this game with the hole that they've dug themselves. Under 5 minutes left to go in the second period, Oilers are buzzing once again. Oh, and this time it's Warren Fogel's turn to beat Kevin Lankinen. It's in the net. It's good! The Oilers have a touchdown inside Bridgestone Arena. They lead 6-1 in this game that you wish would have been over after 2. It figuratively was. It literally wasn't, as there is still 1 more period to play. The third period starts in this dreadful game tonight. The mindset for the Preds roster has to be, and Bally Sports mentions as much, that the Preds have to do the little things to carry over something positive to Thursday night. They can't let the Oilers score. They didn't allow the Oilers to score, so good on that. They outshot the Oilers for the third period, so they didn't let the Oilers run amok until that final whistle. One amusing incident in the third period, it wasn't aggressive, but Forsberg took another stupid penalty, but at least it didn't cost the Preds on the scoreboard and didn't have the opposing guy hate him, because it was Forsberg tripping Matthias Ekholm. Oilers did come close to converting the extra point on the ensuing power play, but the Preds kill it off. And then Ryan O'Reilly, with his second great chance to get a goal at home this season, but he's not able to score. Eventually, finally, thank God, the third agonizing period of this game comes to an end. The Oilers solidify a dominating 6-1 final. Well, they were bound to have one of these, a big old-fashioned letdown. A goose egg without actually the goose egg on home ice in a game they had no business playing in. On a normal night, your power play was decent, going 1 for 3, but as usual this season, your penalty kill still leaves something to be desired and to be improved, allowing the Oilers to go 2 for 3 against you. This Oilers team owns the Preds right now, with the Oilers having a record of 8-1-1 in their last 10. Man, I really miss the days when Pekka Rinne would never lose to the Oilers, much less other Canadian teams. But, Johnny, take it easy. It's only game 4 of the new season. The Preds have another playoff team to contend with from last year's spring with the Rangers on Thursday. Saros hopefully refreshed by playing the second and the third period, sitting on the bench before the Preds come back home to play what should be a gimme win against the Sharks. So even if you somehow play a competitive game and lose against the Rangers, you have a get-right game on Saturday versus the Sharks, right? But I told myself this team would be a bubble playoff team at most, so don't let yourself get built up way too high just to have your expectations dashed. If they don't meet them, expect less and be surprised by more. That's what I and the rest of Preds Nation have to expect from this team for the 2023-2024 season. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it, even after disappointing nights like this. You can find my social media as always by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption as we inch closer and closer to 300 subscribers for the channel. And don't worry, Preds Nation. One day soon, I believe we will win games like this against the Oilers once again.